Okay, how are we doing tonight? Everybody having a good Thursday, hopefully. So, tonight we are working on a handful of things. We're going to do some multi sport autographed jerseys. We'll do a little leaf metal draft football, and then we'll wrap up the evening with some inception baseball. Now, I think we might have a few new folks with us tonight. So, just to give you an idea of how all this works, I am going to go over some information here first. And once we go through all the basic information, then we will, of course, get ready to start ripping. I am just waiting for one thing, and that is the spreadsheet application. It did this to me last night, too. I think it was last night or night before last, where the spreadsheet application keeps just hanging up and like saying waiting, not responding. You guys know how it works. It's like kids, right? You talk to them, not responding. Anyway, as soon as that gets up and running, which I'm hoping is going to be about any second now, we can start going over our info. In the meantime, the order that we are breaking in tonight is the multi-sport jerseys. It's coming up. That will be coming up first. Then we'll be doing the leaf metal draft half case, and then we'll be doing inception baseball. So that's the order. And thank goodness this thing finally decided to work with us. So yay, happy days. So, all right, we are of course on the wrong page when it loaded, but that's all right. We can fix that. So, first thing up there is to say thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me, and waiting for my spreadsheet to load, whatever that is about. I think it's because they want me to buy a new version of Word. They keep telling me that this one is not going to be supported anymore after a few more weeks or whatever. So I think they're just trying to make me buy a new one. But anyway, and then of course, beyond the thank you, the other thing you see there deals with feedback. And that is just simply letting you know that my feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get the same in return. So this is what it looks like in the days ahead. Tomorrow night, we are going to start a hair later than normal. 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, and we're going to see our last new release for a while, from what I am being told. So we will get Tribute Baseball tomorrow, and we are going to break a case of that, and we're going to break another case of National Treasures football as well. Both of those things tomorrow night. Then, as we've been doing the last few weeks, I'll go ahead and take both Saturday and Sunday night off. We're kind of trying to stretch out what we have to last for a while, since we're not going to be getting a lot of new products. Then on Monday night, we'll break a case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, and we'll break Inception Baseball again. On Tuesday night, I intended to break more than just Flawless, but I had some listing problems, and it was a big hot mess, and by the time I got it sorted out, well, I ran out of time. So we'll just be breaking a full case of Flawless on Tuesday night. So for tonight, there's a lot of information on this page. Let's start with our free shipping break. That's the multi-sport autographed jerseys. And if you are lucky enough to hit one of those two jerseys tonight, you can expect it to ship out the door and on the way to you approximately, well, I shouldn't even say approximately, sometime between now and Thursday a week from today. Free shipping stuff is always done that way. Sometimes it goes sooner, sometimes it goes a lot sooner, but it wouldn't go any later than that. If you get skunked in that multi-sport jersey break, okay, meaning you are not the lucky person that hits the jersey, your consolation card would typically be held and sent out with your next package because it's a free shipping break. I do keep track of that for a rolling 90-day period. If you want it sent sooner by itself, plain white envelope and stamp kind of thing, you can just send me a message on eBay, let me know, and I will take care of it for you. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, that is the Leaf Metal Draft Jumbo Football and Inception Baseball. And those are going to get out the door and on the way to you approximately Monday. And if I can get it sent sooner, I will. If something unexpected happens, obviously that date could shift a little bit in either direction, faster or slower. But my target date at the moment is Monday. And I also believe I gave you the wrong order. It seems like multi-sport jersey is first, Inception Baseball is second, Leaf Metal Draft Jumbo Football is actually third tonight. At the beginning, I believe I verbally gave you the wrong order initially, so sorry about that. Okay, so first up, our pair of 2019 Leaf multi-sport autograph jerseys. This is break number 11. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay, which is Thursday night, the 9th of April. And these spots are sold by the first letter of the last name. So, for instance, if we pulled a Hank Aaron, it would go to the A's. If we pulled Ichiro, it would go to the I's. Tom Brady would go to the B's, etc. Everything in here got a bid except for X, Y, and Z. So if we should pull an X, Y, or Z, of course it would hang out here with me since it got no love and it's an orphan team, or an orphan bidding spot in this case. Last little piece of business, I am changing up the focus here. It is a little bit blurry in your background. That's intentional. Please don't worry about that. We'll be able to see what we need to see up close and personal. Jay Allen is here, Tennessee. Tennessee Tip is here, and Travis. Hi, guys. And let's see what else we can... Who else is in here? You said, Jay Ellen said, yeah, you noticed Flawless was listed and then it moved. Yes, what happened is I forgot to change it from the one-day listing, and then when I realized it, which was, maybe 8 or 10 minutes from start to finish when I listed it, when I started listing it to when I realized it at the end, some of the auctions already had bids, so I could only move to 5 days in order, the ones that had no bids. So our first out is Nate Archibald. That's going to go to the letter A, of course. It is JSA certified. There's your paper certification, your sticker certification, and of course, most importantly, your Nate Archibald autograph with a little Hall of Fame inscription on there as well. So nice little basketball jersey headed to the letter A is our first one. So yeah, Jay Allen, then after I tried to move them all, it came up that 3 or 4 of them had bids. So I had to go back and cancel the bids and end the auctions and relist those as the 5 days. So then the teams are all out of order now. It's a big hot mess. But usually, you list something and nobody bids on it for a long time. So I thought, oh, this will be no problem. I caught it really quickly. I'll just get it moved to 5 days and we'll be good. And whoops, wrong. Oh, I love this. So nice. Barry Larkin, baby, played for my Cincinnati Reds, goes to the letter L. It is also JSA certified. There is your paper certification, your sticker certification down there at the bottom, and then that beautiful little Barry Larkin signature on that sweet Reds jersey. Very nice. All right, so we've got Barry Larkin for the L, and then we have got Nate Archibald for the A's. That takes care of our multi-sport jerseys. Hi, Gina. Gina's here too. Nelson says, I sent him a message. Did I think you wouldn't pay? Oh, Nelson, I always send a message to anybody who hasn't paid when it's almost time for the break to start. I always send out reminder messages saying, hey, break's getting ready to start. Please remember to send in your payment. So truthfully, I don't even look at who the person is. I just look and see if they're unpaid teams, and I shoot out the email reminders. So don't take it personally, my friend, but you know how it works around here. We try not to have a lot of unpaid stuff. And I'm just sitting there opening that case right up, and then guess what? We haven't put up the spreadsheet yet. I'm all out of sorts today, aren't I? Been all out of sorts all week, really. It's been just, I don't know. It's just been one of those. It's been a really bad week. That's just the long and short of it. I am going to go ahead and put the spreadsheet info up here in a second, but let's go ahead and get all these boxes out since I had started on it. But we won't actually cut into them yet, so it will be all right for us to go ahead and switch back over to the spreadsheet for a second, since none of the boxes have actually been opened yet. I don't usually switch back and forth, as you guys know, but in this instance, I forgot to put it up. So we will real quickly. So this is a 16-box Inception baseball case break. It's break number 5. Also, of course, ended tonight on eBay Thursday night, the 9th of April. Same format there with team names on one side. Winning bidders are across from each team there on the opposite side. And of course, we looked at all the shipping information a moment ago. I won't read all of that off to you again, but if you missed it before, there's the 411 on that. And now I'll bring you back here. So this is a 1-pack per box product. So the way this works is I'm going to get all the packs out first, and then once we've extracted all of our packs, we will then start opening them up. But when it's almost any time it's a product like this where there's maybe one pack per box or 1 or 2 packs per box, I generally just like to get them all out up front. That way we only have to delay our gratification once. Somebody's arguing that Ichiro should go to the S for Suzuki. Well, but if Suzuki was on the jersey, it would absolutely go to the S. But if Suzuki's not on the jersey and it says Ichiro on the jersey, it would go to the I's. It is the first letter of the name on the jersey. So I believe Ichiro's jersey only says Ichiro. I don't believe it says Suzuki. So it would go to the I's, like a Pele jersey would go to the P's, etc. So that's how that works. We didn't pull it, so it doesn't come into play. Doesn't matter, but that's how it would work for those of you who are asking about it anyway. Jim, you said you got you're talking about consolation cards. Yeah, I mean, again, for the free shipping stuff like the jerseys, I usually just wait and send it out the next time you have a package going out, unless somebody asks to have it sent separately, in which case it would just go in a plain white envelope with a stamp. But anytime it is a paid shipping break, like Inception is and like Leaf Metal Draft, which is next, like that was also a paid break. Anytime it's a paid break, paid shipping break, you're always going to get the consolation cards shipped out when the rest of the break goes out the door. So that's how that works around here. And you got your Griffey 1 of 1 Inception Auto last week. I know, right? Wasn't that sweet? We were talking about that last night. How we hit the Ken Griffey autograph to 2 in Donruss Baseball, and then a few days later we hit the Ken Griffey 1 of 1 in Inception, and maybe a month or so back we hit a Ken Griffey autograph baseball bat. So we have been on an absolute roll with Ken Griffey, which makes me happy, of course, being a Reds fan and all. I like those Griffies. Jim said you'd like to have a Griffey jersey. I know. I would even take a Mariners one, truthfully. Even though I'd rather it be a Reds one, I would deal with a Mariners if I hit it. Kirk is here too. Hi, Kirk. How are you? And Jay Allen typed in who our jersey hits were. Thank you, sir. Always appreciate that. Gina, you now love Gypsy Queen. Haha, yay. Because you've done well. It does make a big difference, doesn't it? Always like a product better when you hit well in it. It's like, yeah, this product is great. But truthfully, I've always liked Gypsy Queen. I think it's a very cool retro feel kind of product that still has some really nice hits in it. I'm a big Gypsy Queen fan, so I like that one. And let's see here. Nelson, you're asking what is still releasing in the next week or two? Nothing. We got Flawless, of course, Wednesday. We are going to get Tribute on Friday. And I have been told that that is the last new release that we will see likely for anywhere from the next 2 to 8 weeks is what I was told. And they don't exactly know when it will be. So we could see something around the 1st of May, but the general consensus is that it would be maybe middle to end of May is the more likely scenario. So we're not going to see anything new for a while after Tribute, as in a long while. Jeremy wants to know what are my thoughts on Aquino and Senzel. Well, Aquino, of course, they figured out how to pitch to him, so I hope he made some adjustments in the offseason so he can get back to knocking him out of the park. And Senzel, if they'll stop messing with his swing and his surgery was successful, I think he's going to be fine, although albeit going into a crowded outfield. I wish they'd move him back infield, truthfully, but what are you going to do? All right, so Seth Brown is our first base card. Now, we'll find some green ones that look like that and look like this, and they are not numbered. They are parallels, but not numbered. And that one went to the Diamondbacks. The first one, of course, was the Oakland A's. Then each pack, besides our 2 parallels, will also have several base cards. That's what we're going to look at next. So we've got the Astros, Padres, Tigers, and Astros again for that, which brings us to our 1 hit per pack. And the first one that we see is numbered to 246. It is Kevin Newman for the Pirates. Now, some of them will look like that. Some of them will have relics attached. But generally speaking, we find 1 hit per pack. Every once in a while, you might get a bonus pack that's got an extra hit in it, but usually it's 1 per. So Giancarlo Stanton, Yankees in the green parallel. Our first numbered base parallel is Gleyber Torres to 150, and that is headed to the New York Yankees. Our base cards are the Indians, Tigers, Astros, and Nationals. And we've got a hit for the Mariners. Justice Sheffield with a very nice looking relic and autograph there attached. It is numbered to 149. Mystery Maniac is looking for some Dodgers. All right, we got to find you some Dodgers. We'll see what we can make happen on that front. To 150 for the Tampa Bay Rays, you have got a purple parallel Blake Snell. We've got a green parallel Lindor for the Indians. And our little stack of base here. And we've got the Rockies, the Royals, the Dodgers, and the Cubbies. And our hit, it's a Miami Marlin. Jordan Yamamoto. Comes out a surprising amount out of all kinds of products. He comes out a lot. So relic and autograph Marlins Yamamoto. Tennessee is asking, isn't Bowman about to drop? No, guys. Everything has been pushed. Topps pushed everything back maybe close to 2 weeks ago. All of their stuff went to just say TBD. And then Panini apparently told all the distributors this week, same thing. There's going to be nothing new for the foreseeable future. AJ Puck, A's with the green parallel, and the Indians, Jose Ramirez. Now, I guess there's always a possibility they could reverse course at some point, but that's how it stands as of the last I was told, which was 2 days ago. The Dodgers, the Cubs, the Cardinals, and the Rangers are our base. Hey, it's Dustin May. I like that kid. To 245 for the Dodgers. So there's a little Dodger love for you. Yeah, the way it was explained to me, Tennessee, is that both Topps and Panini have their cards printed in the state of Texas. And that's where all the distributors have set up as well to go pick up the cards and work their way through the distribution chain, etc. Yordan Alvarez green parallel for the Astros, and we've got a purple to 150 Stallmont for the Kansas City Royals. Here's a little base, and that is Tigers, Astros, Diamondbacks, and A's. And our hit is Brian Reynolds. That is numbered to 245, headed to Pittsburgh. And so the deal is the state of Texas, of course, shut down all non-essential businesses. And they definitely don't consider a sports card printer to be an essential business. So the printer is shut down. So until the printer opens back up and has time to start printing and get caught up, that's how things are sitting, as it has been explained to me. The Twins, that is numbered to 25. So that's our first blue parallel for base. And then we've got an unnumbered Austin Nola out for the Mariners. We've got base for the White Sox, the Mets, and the Brewers. This is going to be our pack where we've got an extra hit. And the Pirates are already kind of cleaning up tonight. You've got an orange parallel to 50, autograph from Mitch Keller. Back-to-back Pirates hits. And here comes our case hit. It's not an Oakland A tonight. Can you guys believe it? Usually, I think out of every case we've opened before this, it's been an Oakland A, but not tonight. Tonight, it's a Miami Marlin with Diaz, and that is numbered to 99 for the D. So yeah, apparently though, Tribute, they weren't even sure they were going to get out, and they ended up having it printed like in North Carolina or some such. And so that's how we even managed to get Tribute from Topps, is what I was told. There's the Tigers, and it is Castro with the green parallel. Behind it is Mr. DJ LeMahieu for the Yankees. We've got a little base for Padres, the Oakland A's, the Red Sox, and the Cubbies. And a hit for the Twins, numbered to 245. It is Willens, whose last name I butcher, so let's just leave it at Willens, shall we? I think so. I've made an executive decision. Not going to attempt to pronounce his name tonight. Green parallel Trout for the Angels. This is our first pink. It is numbered to 99. It's headed to Houston, Carlos Correa. There's also a red version that is lower numbered, but that, of course, the hot pink one. First one of those we've seen tonight. Next, base, Dodgers, Twins, Astros, Nationals, and we've got a hit for the Braves, and Austin Riley with a jumbo patch relic card. So, oh, and a really nice looking relic. What's the number on this thing? Where is the number? That's got to be numbered. Did I miss it on the back? Oh, it's a 1 of 1. I knew that had to be nice. Ha-ha! There you go. Right? Braves. That is a sweet little logo. Austin Riley, 1 of 1. Inception is the gift that keeps on giving. You know I'm a sucker for any relic that's part of the logo. I love them. So, yeah, that made me very happy. 299, Anthony K makes an appearance for Toronto. Then for the Phillies, we've got a green Bryce Harper parallel. Base coming at you, Dodgers, Cardinals. There's Aristides for the Reds. And the Mariners got a hit for Baltimore, Dwight Smith, and it is numbered 275. I almost laid that over there with the hot pink one. I don't know why. Maybe we need to redirect that, right, into the hits pile. The eBay name is Fleaburger. I know, it's weird, but that's what it is. Blake Snell with the red parallel for the base. It is numbered 275 for the Tampa Bay Rays. And then we've got a little Patrick Corbin for the Nationals, the green parallel. Our base is going to the Rangers, Dodgers, Giants, and Padres. And here comes a hit for Logan Allen and the Cleveland Indians. That is numbered 275. Michael says, no Angels yet. Well, you had the green Mike Trout parallel. So you've got cards and you've got parallel, but you don't have an autograph yet. No, you don't. There is a green Zach Collins for the White Sox and a red numbered to 75 for the Yankees with Gleyber Torres. Then we've got Mariners, the Orioles, Padres, and Astros for our base. We've got a nice Oakland A here, numbered to 99 in the hot pink parallel for Sean Murphy. The A's have in the past cases been really prevalent. So I didn't think they would go home empty-handed tonight. And sure enough, they're not going to. Real Muto for the Phillies, green parallel. We've got another pretty little orange here. That is numbered to 50, and that is A.J. Puck for the Oakland A's. Next up, some base. We've got Orioles, Nationals, Diamondbacks, and Indians. Are we about to get a second case hit? Oh, yeah we are. Yeah we are, kids. How you like that? Numbered to 99, there is a Garcia case hit for the Cubbies. But guess what? We already had a case hit. So we have the very rare happening of 2 silver signings case hits out of the same case. Nice. Plus a 1 of 1 in here. Yeah, I'm digging this case. I like it when we get extra stuff. Carlos Correa for the Astros with the green parallel. Of course, that probably means somebody somewhere has a case with no case hit in it. There's Anthony K. green parallel for Toronto. We've got Yankees, Tigers, Yankees, and Rays for our base cards, and it's a hit for the White Sox. Number to 245, it's Zach Collins. Yeah, see, Tennessee's with me. He's like 2 case hits and a 1 of 1. Sweet. I agree, man. That's pretty nice in my opinion. I'm happy with this case so far. Green parallel, White Sox, Dylan Cease. Purple parallel to 150. The Rockies have Trevor Story. And here come the base cards. It's White Sox, Indians, Blue Jays, Astros, and the White Sox with back-to-back hits. This one, numbered to 245, Dylan Cease. Your last one, of course, was Zach Collins. So, White Sox are doing pretty well. Oh, no. Michael says it's not looking good for his first break. This is your first break ever? Of anything? Or just your first break of this product? There's a green parallel for the Twins with Graterol and a green Syndergaard for the Mets. We've got some base coming out for Yankees, Phillies, Indians, and A's. Oh, it's my man Aristides Aquino. Cincinnati Reds, baby. Numbered to 99 with the pink parallel autograph. So Cincinnati, I'm a little jealous. I like your hit. Oh, it's your first break ever of anything. Well, Michael, daggone it. I'm sorry we haven't had better luck. I think we did hit the Mike Trout green parallel for your Angels, but I don't know if we've hit much else for them yet. Oh, man. It's always better if we could give you a little first box mojo, wouldn't it be? Or first break mojo, I mean. And this, of course, is our last box, so we're last box mojo right now. For the Braves, a green parallel for Acuna, and there is a green parallel Arenado for the Rockies. Our base would be the Angels and Mariners, Rockies, and Braves. And our final hit out heads to the Cubbies with catcher Wilson Contreras is our last one out tonight, numbered to 145. All right, so here's what happens next. We're going to recap our numbered cards, our hits, and I usually do a quick little buzz through our green parallels. I don't know why, just for the heck of it, right? I mean, they're not numbered, but they are parallels, so we may as well take a look at them. That's how I figure. Once we complete our recap here, we'll flash up that spreadsheet information one more time, and then we'll bust right on into some Leaf Metal Draft football. So once again, these green parallels are unnumbered, but since they are parallels, I decided, what the heck, there's not that many cards in here. We might as well recap them. And did we not hit a Mike Trout? I could have sworn we did. There it is. Yeah, there's your Angels Mike Trout parallel. So we didn't send you home totally empty-handed, Michael, but we didn't have the kind of luck I would have hoped to have had for you, so I'm sorry about that, my friend. Jay Allen is starting to hate Inception. Oh, man, I'm sorry. That's tough for the Phillies in here this year, isn't it? To 150, the Rockies, the purple parallel. To 50, the Oakland A's. Numbered to 75, the Yankees. To 75, the Tampa Bay Rays. Numbered to 99, that one goes to the Toronto Blue Jays. The Houston Astros have one to 99. This sweet little card right there is to 25 for the Twins. 150, Kansas City. 150, Tampa Bay. 150, the Yankees. Now our hits. We've got Wilson Contreras for the Cubs. That's to 145. My man Aristides Aquino, numbered to 99 for the Cincinnati Reds. Dylan Cease, 245, White Sox. Zach Gallen, Zach Collins. What am I saying? I was thinking I'm looking at a Diamondbacks card. Let's try that again. Zach Collins for the White Sox autograph. We got not one but two silver signings case hits in here. The first one, numbered to 99, is Diaz, headed to the Marlins. And the second one is Garcia, numbered to 99, headed to the Cubbies. Numbered to 99, it goes to the Oakland A's with a pink parallel. Here's a nice autographed patch to 75 for the Indians with Logan Allen. The Orioles 5 with Dwight Smith Jr. This sweet little 1/1 right there. Atlanta Braves, Austin Riley, fantastic relic, and numbered to 1/1. My favorite kind, 1/1. To 245, that goes to the Twins. Numbered 250, we are headed to the Pirates with Mitch Keller. And the Pirates hit again, 245, Brian Reynolds. The Dodgers to 245 with Dustin May. Next up, Jordan Yamamoto comes out for the Marlins. I didn't see any numbering on that one, which is kind of unusual, but I guess it's not. Oh, it is numbered. I missed it. It's way down there at the bottom left. It's to 25. Yeah, see, I thought that patch looked awfully big for that thing not to be numbered. So it is. It's numbered to 25. Numbered to 149, it's Justice Sheffield for the Mariners. And a third hit for the Pirates tonight. To 245, it's Kevin Newman. So that gets Inception all wrapped up. We will next be going into Leaf Metal Draft. We can go ahead and scoot these over here. They are loose boxes from a shared case. I got some Leaf Metal Jumbo sent to me actually twice that way in loose boxes. So we're going to probably have a couple other loose box breaks too. So the jumbo version, the hobby version, of course, we've been breaking by the case, but this is the jumbo version. All right, so if you missed this earlier and you want to know about it, let's talk about it a minute. If you were in the jersey break and you hit a jersey, it will be out the door and on the way to you sometime within the next 7 days. It could go early on, it could go middle of the way through, but it won't go later than 7 days from today. Now, if you were in that jersey break and you were not fortunate enough to hit something, so you got skunked and didn't pull the jersey, your consolation card or cards would typically be held and sent with your next package just because it is a free shipping break. And I do keep track of that for a rolling 90-day period. If, though, you didn't hit the jersey and you don't want to wait on your next package, you want the consolation card right away, the only thing you have to do is send me a message on eBay and tell me that, and I will put that bad boy in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and it will head your way. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, that is Inception Baseball that we just finished, Leaf Metal Draft Jumbo that we are about to start, should be out the door and on the way approximately Monday. If I can get something sent to you faster than Monday, of course I will gladly do so. And if something unexpected were to come up, it could vary and possibly go later than that. And today is a good example of that, where my mail carrier didn't show up, like at all. But I happened to see another mail carrier that I don't know going down the other side of the street, and I ran out and flagged that person down. So I got our mail picked up today, but only quite by accident, because my carrier never showed up to get it. Fun times, right? All right, so this is a 4-box break of Leaf Metal Draft Jumbo Football. It is a half case break. This is our third break of Metal Draft. Even though some were hobby, I just prefer to keep going sequentially numbering. I think it's less confusing. And of course, it also ended tonight on eBay, Thursday night, the 9th of April. And once again, because these guys haven't been drafted, we are doing a first letter of the last name kind of deal. A few of them are combos. H and I go together, N and O, P and Q, T, U and V, and X, Y, and Z. Primarily because if I don't do that, even if there's not a hit for one of those letters, if I don't do that, somebody will send me an email, or a bunch of people will, and say, you left out the letter Q, or you left out the letter Z. So rather than having to explain, well, I really didn't leave it out, I just decided, I'll just pair it up with something that I know is in there, and then that takes care of the problem. So yeah, that's how we roll. And, oh, Jim, well, you are welcome. Always happy to do that. And I'm not sure which break you were in tonight, Jim, if you hit or if you didn't. But if you have any questions about that or need to know anything further about that, you always shoot me an email over there, and I'll square you away with it. Sometimes it's confusing. I've had people tell me I don't explain it well. I try, but apparently I don't explain it super well. Nelson, you need to know if you can have it shipped sooner. Well, I've got some breaks in front of it, Nelson, that have to be sorted and shipped first. And as soon as I get those sorted and shipped, then these will be the next ones out the door. Of course, we've only got Friday and then a short post office day on Saturday. So that's why it's projected for Monday. Now, if I can get it to you sooner than that, of course, I will happily do so. But given that we only have tomorrow and then a short post office day Saturday, I don't think it's super likely because there's a couple of other breaks that are still ahead of it that have to go out. But if I can get it done faster, you know I will, my friend. I will do my best. Jim, you've got the letter C in here. All right, so we're going to work on C for you. J. Allen needs the K. And Nelson says more collegiate products coming anytime soon. Right. Nothing is coming anytime soon. As far as I know, unless something changes. The last thing I was told, guys, is that we're not going to see anything new for anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks. The general consensus is that it would probably be somewhere in mid to late May. That's everybody's estimate, but nobody knows for sure. I mean, this whole coronavirus thing is very unpredictable still. So we don't know for sure, but that's what the latest is that everybody is guessing we're looking at, okay? This is for the letter B, and it is Derek Brown. And for the letter O, wonder how you pronounce that. Oka Wabanam. I know that was way wrong. That is the D for Davis. And next up, we have the S for Chenault. And it happens to be a number 4 of 4. So there's that. And Leaf, by the way, is also based in Texas. So for those of you who are thinking, oh, Leaf's probably still going to send their stuff out. Yeah, they're probably not. Because they said they actually were the first ones to send out a letter saying, hey, we're not going to be shipping anything for a while. Robinson, for the letter R, it is numbered to 4. And then we have Isaiah Simmons for the S. It is numbered to 30. Followed by Troy Dye, the letter D, numbered to 10. We've got a redemption here for Chase Young going to the letter Y. Now, we've got a couple of graded or slabbed, not graded, but slabbed cards in here. And you've got a 1 of 1 Jerry Judy, very nice, for the Jays. Oh, that's pretty sweet, right? Yeah, I'm digging that. And let's see what our other one is. Is it all? These are all going to be 1 of 1s then. These are all proofs. Yeah, I guess, right? Yeah, they're all production proofs. And they're all going to be 1 of 1. And that one is P. Rhine, the letter P. So P and L in business with some 1 of 1s. And, yeah, Nelson, have you got the B's in here? You usually have the B's, don't you? I get confused over who has what sometimes. You know, my poor little brain is so tired and small and old. It doesn't always remember things the way it should. T. Higgins goes to the H. It is numbered to 7. And then going to the S's, or the R's, sorry, misread that. Jalen Rieger, that is numbered to 40. Next up, number 250, that is Jacob Eason for the E. It's Trayvon Diggs for the D, numbered to 20. Jawan Johnson, the J, to 20. And Keyshawn Vaughn for the V's. That one is numbered to 15. We've got a little state pride here. Raekwon Davis for the D's to 25. And another O name I can't pronounce, Akuda. We're going to go with Akuda on that. I'm quite sure that's also wrong, but it's my story and I'm sticking to it. So that's a redemption for the O's. Our one of ones in here, who have we got? C.J. Henderson going to the letter H. And behind it, Tua. Letter T. Look at you go. You have a one of one Tua Tagovailoa in the pink parallel autographed slabbed one of one Tua, right? And, by the way, his medical check was good. He did kind of an online pro day or something like that, because obviously Alabama couldn't have their pro day. And you know he's working on that repaired hip, and everybody's kind of mumbling about, oh, will he really be back up to speed, and etc., and blah, blah, blah. Whoops, sorry, hit the camera. And so he did I guess you'd call it, it's not exactly a virtual, but he did it and taped it and sent it to all the NFL teams, and apparently he looks great. So, and what we were supposed to get in each box was one proof card. Our last 2 boxes, we got 2. We got lucky in each of those. We're back to the standard 1 in this box. And it is going to the letter H for that one of one. And that was Jamichael Hasty. Okay, here is Jacob Eason, and it is the letter E to 35. And then you've got Michael Pittman Jr., numbered to 3 for the P's. And Davis, Courtney Davis, to 5 for the D's. Sorry, didn't say that part. Bryant, numbered to 50. Harrison Bryant for the B's. Then we have Kinlaw for the K's. That's going to Jay Allen, I think, numbered to 15. And here's Joshua Kelly for the K's, numbered to 15. There's Bryce Perkins for the P's. It is numbered to 50. Another Chase Young redemption for the Y's. And an armed and dangerous Jalen Hurts for the H's, numbered to 40. That might be Nelson. Nelson, you have the H's? You often have the H's in here, don't you? I think so. I think it is. And Chris is here. Hi, Chris. Nelson says, Hasty is mine, so H is yours. Cool, cool. And let's get our slabbed one out. So we did pretty well there when we got 2 boxes that had 2 slabbed each and 2 that had 1 slabbed each. So we ended up actually splitting it right down the middle and getting some extra hits in 2 of those boxes. That's, not too bad. Not too bad. Chris, you've got the Y. Well, you're doing all right then. 2 Chase Youngs. Yeah, that's not too shabby, right? Numbered to 50, we've got Derek Brown for the B's. Following that, it is Trayvon Diggs, the D's, numbered to 7. And there's a Joshua Kelly for the K's, going numbered to 60, I think, going to Jay Allen. Raekwon Davis for the D, State Pride, numbered to 20. And here's another Keyshawn Vaughn. That is numbered to 15 for the V's. Harrison Bryant, the B's, numbered to 50. Shea Patterson for the letter P, numbered to 35. A third Chase Young. Wow, man. That is crazy. You know why, though, right? Because they're loose boxes. That's how they were sent to me. So you could potentially pull 3 Joe Burrows or 3 Tuas, or in this case, we got 3 Chase Youngs. So sometimes you win big when they're mixed boxes, sometimes not. But anyway, if you got the Y, you're happy. Jordan Love, the L, numbered to 15. And our slabbed is Cam Akers for the letter A. All right, so there we go. That is our 4-box, half-case, loose box break. We will recap it, but I'm not going to read it all off again. We're not going to show all the fronts and backs and all that jazz. Well, because that would be pretty much like doing the entire break over. But what we are going to do is take a quick little flip through them here. So for those of you who maybe you're watching this on tape delay and you scrolled right to the end or something, yeah, I'll just show them all to you. Or if one of these, if you're watching now and you want to see them again, or you're counting your cards, or whatever the case may be. See? Get another shot at it. Personally, when I'm in other people's breaks, I shouldn't say this, but I pretty much always just scroll right to the end and look for the recap. I hardly ever watch it because, like, I don't know. I don't have time for one thing, but I want to know. And if it's somebody I know really well, sometimes I don't even watch it. I just wait and see if anything shows up in the mail. I've definitely done that before. I shouldn't probably admit that either, right? But it's true. We'll take a little closer look at our slabbed ones just because, well, they're all 1 of 1s and they're cool. So that one goes to the A's with Cam Akers. And this one to the H for Hasty. Of course, they're all blank on the back because they're proofs. But there is a sweet little Tua. A 1 of 1 Tua is just phenomenal. I love it. C.J. Henderson, that is, of course, going to the letter H. And then we have P. Ryan going to the letter P. And Jerry Jeudy, who also I think will be pretty good. And that's going to the letter J. Now, we'll keep breaking this sort of stuff by first letter of last name until we get through our, what will be a virtual draft this year. And after our virtual draft takes place, then, of course, we'll start breaking this, whatever product we have left, we'll start breaking it by team name at that point. Usually I save some back, but this year just, and for the purpose of doing it after the draft, but this year we're in a very unique situation, so we'll probably go ahead and just break most of it. Well, some of it maybe will still be after the draft, but a lot will probably be before. All right, so yeah, I've read through this a couple times now, and you guys have seen it. I'm not going to bore you with it again, but if you did not see it earlier, or if you are watching this on tape delay and you have scrolled to the end, please, please, please read that information, and then you'll know when you can expect your cards to ship, and you'll know what happens if you didn't hit in your break, right? And then you hit me up if you have any questions. You can send me a message on eBay if you're watching this after the fact, or you can always hit me up in chat right now if you're watching live. And here's how it looks in the days ahead. So tomorrow night we have our new release, the last one we're expecting for several weeks, unless something changes, and that is Tribute Baseball. We will break a 6-box case of that tomorrow night. We're going to start a slight bit later than normal, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. And we will also break a 4-box case of National Treasures football tomorrow night. So fun times. Saturday and Sunday will both be off nights, and Monday we'll come back and do a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys and another 16-box case of Inception baseball. Tuesday we're going to do a full case break of Flawless football, and the teams are like all whacked out and out of order, and it's my fault, totally. Yeah, I accidentally listed them as 1-day listings, and I tried to go in and fix it and make it 5-day listings, but amazingly, like 4 or 5 teams already had bids on it, which virtually never happens. I mean, it was like 10 minutes or so before I realized it. I mean, total from the time I started listing it. I realized it like 10 minutes later. But anyway, so those teams, I had to cancel them out. I couldn't revise it with bids on it, wouldn't let me. So I had to cancel them and relist them. So teams are in weirdo orders, but they are all there for Tuesday night's flawless break. And that, I guess, has got me wrapped up tonight. We'll see if there's anything else in here. Did I miss anything in chat? Jim wants Chris to send him one of those Chase Youngs. Oh, Chris, that's nice. He says he has a new favorite breaker. Well, I must have done well for you tonight then, I'm guessing. So that's a good thing. All right, we like that. Jim said there were no C's. Oh, no, were there not? Oh, golly. Well, I am sorry about that, Jim. We'll hit you up with some consolation stuff, though. You might have better luck in there. We would hope, anyway. We hope. All right, kids, that is it for me tonight. As always, I appreciate you being here. I will be back at it tomorrow night. And if you do not stop by and see me tomorrow night, please do stop by and see me again sometime soon. Anyway, I like the company, of course. In the meantime, I will tell you to stay safe, stay healthy, and most of all, stay indoors. And we will see you tomorrow night. Bye now.